Hello everyone and welcome back to my final morning report analysis video on Monday the 10th of April with me, Rich Perrymark, analyst at Hantech Markets, looking at gold. We had that sort of false upside break on Friday, didn't we? The sort of double whammy really. You had the safe haven bid that came on the back of that US cruise missile attack on the Syrian airbase, and that sort of helped to jump gold higher, and then you had that non-farm payrolls report that initially you saw the move to the upside as well on a weaker dollar. But there was a big unwinding of that move later on in the session, and sort of that 1261 level, which was the breakout, 1261, which had been holding, broke decisively back to the downside, and we're now back inside that sort of range phase between 1240 and 1261. 1260, well, I'd say 1264 now. But yeah, it's interesting because this is sort of now this sort of reversal that we had, the sort of way that the stochastics are calculated, sort of means that closing almost back towards towards the low of a big session, big broad session, means that the stochastics are now falling away. Interesting. You've also got the MACD lines which are coming together. So is this sort of the start of a bit of a waning of this trend higher? Is that a false upside break that's going to get sold into? We've not really seen any traction today either way, basically flat on the day. And it'll be interesting to see how this one performs within the range, because 1250 basically there or thereabouts is this basis of support in the last couple of days. And if you start to see that support failing, then you could start to see the market sort of putting pressure back on the 1240 level, and then that would be your sort of big breakdown if it were to be seen, certainly on a closing basis anyway. But yeah, that deterioration of the stochastics, although is sort of in isolation to a certain extent on initially, it is a concern that if that continues to fall away, then you might start to see the momentum really start to come under pressure to the downside. So yeah, that little false upside break on Friday hasn't helped the outlook for gold. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you again tomorrow. Thank you.